Dear students, today we are going to start the new chapter of class 10th chemistry, and that is carbon and its compounds. In your syllabus, this is chapter number 4. So all of you correct this. In this chapter we are going to study the position and the location of carbon in the periodic table, as well as the different types of compounds which are formed by the carbon, and how the carbon connects and form the compound, that also we are going to study. So see the explanation. Carbon is an element, it is a non-metal. All the living things, plants and animals are made up of carbon based compounds which are called organic compounds. It means the animal body, plant body and the human body, they must contain the carbon compounds, and these carbon compounds are called organic compounds. It means any compound which contain the carbon, that is called organic compound. In the periodic table, the carbon has the atomic number 6 and it has the electronic configuration 2 and 4. So this is the carbon having the atomic number 6, and since it has the atomic number 6, so it has the configuration 2 and 4. So if I make the one atom of carbon, this is the nucleus, this is the first shell and this is the second shell. The first shell contain 2 electrons and the second shell that contains 4 electrons, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it has the 4 electrons in the outermost shell, and that is why we can say it has the 4 valence electrons. So it is written like that: carbon has the atomic number 6 and it has the electronic configuration 2 and 4. It belongs to the second period and 14 group of the periodic table. Now I am going to show you the position of carbon in the periodic table. See, this is the periodic table, and so far in the nature almost 118 elements have been discovered, and out of these elements one element is carbon. And where is the location and position of the carbon, that you see. Before study about the position of the carbon, we will see some horizontal columns and some vertical columns in the periodic table. देखिए upside it is written 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and at the last finally it is written 18. This is 18 group element and this is the first group element. These vertical columns which are present, they are called groups. So if I ask you that how many groups are there, the total 18 groups are there: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 and 18. So in the periodic table total 18 vertical columns are there and they are called groups. In the same way, in the periodic table 7 horizontal columns are there. This is the first horizontal column, second horizontal column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. Total 7 horizontal columns are there and they are called periods. About these groups and periods we will study in detail in the last chapter of chemistry, and that is periodic classification of elements. So in brief we can say in the periodic table total 18 vertical columns are there, they are called groups, and the 7 horizontal columns are there and they are called periods. Where is the carbon? The position of carbon is here, see this, and this carbon belongs to second period and 14 group of the periodic table. Upside it is written 14. So 14 group and the second period of the periodic table. Properties of carbon. Carbon is tetravalent. Why the carbon is tetravalent? In the chapter metal and non-metal I have explained you those atoms of the elements which have the 1 2 3 electron in the outermost shell, they complete their octet by losing the electron, and all those elements which have the 5 6 7 electrons in the outermost shell, they always complete their octet by gaining the electron, but those elements which have 4 electron in the outermost shell, they neither lose nor gain the electron. They always share the electron to complete 8 electron in the outermost shell. So carbon is also the element which has the 4 electron in the valence shell. So suppose this is the carbon, 1 electron is this side, 1 electron is this side, 1 electron this side, and 1 electron this side. It has the 4 valence electron. These electrons which I am showing you, they are the outermost electron. It means valence electron, those electrons which are found in the last shell. And already I have told you the octet rule. Every atom of the elements wants to acquire 8 electron in the outermost shell. So this carbon also try to acquire 8 electron in the outermost shell, but neither by losing nor by gaining, but by sharing the electron. And how it shares the electron, that we see. This carbon has 4 electron in the outermost shell, and it needs 4 more electron so that it can complete its octet in the outermost shell. हर एटम अपने लास्ट शेल में नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स 8 करना चाहता है, अपने लास्ट शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन का करंट चाहिए होता है. दिस साइड 1 हाइड्रोजन, दिस साइड 2 हाइड्रोजन, दिस इज 3rd हाइड्रोजन, and this is 4th hydrogen, and these hydrogen also they have 1 electron in the outermost shell. These are the hydrogen electrons. By another color I show. हाइड्रोजन नीड्स द करंट ऑफ ओनली 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द आउटरमोस्ट शेल. हाइड्रोजन के लास्ट में 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है, और अगर इसको 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन का करंट और मिल जाए तो इसकी डुप्लेट कंप्लीट हो जाती है, एंड इट्स सेटिस्फाई इटसेल्फ. तो ये हाइड्रोजन क्या करेगा, this will take the current of 1 electron from this carbon and acquires 2 electron in the outermost shell and satisfy itself. Now this hydrogen also takes the current of 1 electron from this carbon and try to satisfy itself. This hydrogen also takes the current of 1 electron from this carbon and satisfy itself. This hydrogen also takes the current of this electron and satisfy itself. It means all the 4 hydrogen, they need the current of 1 electron and acquires 2 electrons in the outermost shell, and the duplet completes and they become satisfied. Now it's a chance for carbon. Sharing का मतलब होता है if other atom are sharing with 4 electrons, then carbon also will share with the 4 electron. तो कार्बन के अभी outermost में 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, but it also needs the current of 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन in the outermost shell. तो ये क्या करेगा, हाइड्रोजन के सभी एक इलेक्ट्रॉन जो इसने पहले शेयरिंग में दिए हैं, ये वापस उसे शेयरिंग में ले लेगा और साथ में हाइड्रोजन के इलेक्ट्रॉन को शेयर करेगा. देखिए इस तरीके से कार्बन आल्सो टेक्स द करंट ऑफ 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम ईच हाइड्रोजन and tries to make 8 electron in the outermost shell. If you count the number of electrons in the carbon, then it will become 8, and like this the carbon makes the 8 electron in the outermost shell. So it is tetravalent in nature. Tetravalent means carbon shares with the 4 electron to complete its octet. So it is written here, since carbon has 4 electron in the valence shell, so to complete 8 electron in the valence shell, it shares with 4 more electron and forms 4 bonds with other atom. Therefore, it is tetravalent. Second, self combination, and this property of carbon is called catenation. That is a very important property of carbon, and that is catenation. What is the catenation? The self linking capacity of carbon atom to atom, that is called catenation. Only the 14th group element, mainly the carbon and silicon, but the best tendency is shown by carbon. Carbon shows the best tendency of catenation. It means carbon has the ability to combine with the neighboring carbon and form the long chain carbon compound, and this property is called catenation. देखिए Suppose this is the one carbon and this has the 4 electron in the outermost shell, and 4 hydrogens are there, and one side it shares with this hydrogen, one side it shares with this hydrogen, one side it shares with this hydrogen, and one side it shares with this hydrogen, and it forms 4 bonds. And these type of bond which are formed by the sharing of the electron, they are called covalent bonds. And we can say the carbon is making the 4 single covalent bond. Now if it is needed in place of this hydrogen, carbon is able to combine with the neighboring carbon like this, and this carbon again forms the 4 bond. So one side it is already attached with the carbon, and 3 side it attaches with 3 hydrogen, and everywhere the octet of the carbon completes and the duplet of the hydrogen also completes, and carbon, both the carbons, they form 4 bonds with the neighboring atoms. Now still it is needed, then carbon can combine with one more carbon. Suppose this hydrogen is not there and carbon is combining with one more carbon like this, and this carbon also, one side it is shared with this carbon and the other 3 side it shares with the 3 hydrogen like this. So 3 carbon atoms are connected to each other. In the same way, 4 carbon, 5 carbon, 6 carbon, 7 carbon, 8 carbon, 9 carbon, 10 carbon, like that the number of carbon atoms they join together, and this linking capacity of the carbon atom to atom, that is called catenation. So that is the important feature of the carbon. So see the language, most unique property of carbon is its ability to combine with itself atom to atom and form long chains. This self-linking property of carbon is called catenation. Now we will study the covalent bond. What is the mean of the covalent bond? The bond which is formed by the sharing of the electron, that is called covalent bond. Earlier you have studied in the chapter metal non-metal ionic bond. Ionic bonds are formed by the ions. Ions contain positive and negative charges, and these charges, when they come close to each other, then a type of attraction, a force of attraction is developed, and that is called ionic bond. But this covalent bond is formed by the sharing of the electron, and how the sharing takes place, a brief idea I have explained you in the carbon. But now we will study in detail how the covalent bond is formed and how many its types. So see the definition first. The chemical bond formed by the sharing of the electron between the 2 atoms is known as covalent bond, and that is of 3 types. The first one is single covalent bond. Single covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 2 electrons only. See, this is the one hydrogen. I explain you first. This is the one hydrogen, this is the another hydrogen, and these hydrogens, they have one electron in the outermost shell. Both the hydrogens, they needs the current of 2 electron in the outermost shell. So this hydrogen takes the current of this electron, and this hydrogen takes the current of this electron, and here this is the sharing of the 2 electrons, and whenever there is a sharing of the 2 electron, the bond which is formed, that is called covalent bond, and especially it is called single covalent bond. So the single covalent bond is formed by the sharing of the 2 electron. तो इस शेयरिंग ऑफ द 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को हम लोग इस तरीके से शो कर सकते हैं, जो शेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर है दैट वी शो इन द सेंटर दिस वे, एंड बोथ साइड हाइड्रोजन्स, एंड दिस शेयर्ड पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन वी कैन शो लाइक दिस आल्सो, H single bond H, and H single bond H means the sharing of the 2 electron, 1 electron of this hydrogen and 1 electron of this hydrogen, and single covalent bond is formed. Now we see the another example, and that is Cl2 molecule. See, this is the chlorine and this is the chlorine, and how many valence electrons are there in the chlorine? 7. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Both the chlorine atom, they have 7 electron in the outermost shell, and their octet is not complete, and each chlorine atom that needs a current of 8 electron in the outermost shell. So what does it do? This chlorine takes the current of this electron from this chlorine and this chlorine takes the current of 1 electron from this chlorine. And now if you see the circles, first you see this circle and you see total how many electrons are there inside this circle, then you will count, you will get 8. It means this chlorine acquires now 8 electron in the outermost shell. And now you see the another circle, this circle, and counts the total number of electrons in the outermost shell, and then also you will get 8. It means the octet of this chlorine and octet of this chlorine both are completed. In both the atoms the octet is completed, and there is the sharing of the 2 electron. This is the sharing of the 2 electrons, and whenever there is a sharing of the 2 electrons, then always single covalent bond is formed, and we can show this way: Cl single bond Cl, like that. So see, this is, I am showing you the sharing, and this shared pair of electron that we can show at the center also this way, and the remaining 6 electron we show here, and this side remaining 6 electron we show this side, and there is a sharing of 2 electrons, so we show by single bond, like that. Now double covalent bond. Double covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 4 electrons, or we can say 2 pairs of electron, and the best example of the double covalent bond, that is the oxygen molecule O2. See, this is the one oxygen and this is the another oxygen, and how many electrons are there in the valence shell? It means the outermost shell. Atomic number of oxygen is 8 and the configuration is 2 and 6. It means outermost shell contains 6 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Both these oxygen, they need the current of 8 electron in the outermost shell. So what do? This oxygen takes the current of these 2 electron from this oxygen, and this oxygen takes the current of these 2 electron from another oxygen. And if you see the number of electrons in each circle, you will get 8 electron, and at the center it is shown that there is a sharing of 4 electron, and whenever there is a sharing of 4 electron or 2 pairs of electron, that is called double covalent bond. And we can show this way also: oxygen, both the pair of electron, they are called shared pair of electron, that we show at the center, and the remaining electrons, they are called non-bonded electron or lone pair of electron. Those electrons which are not involved in the sharing, that one pair of electron is called lone pair. तो यहाँ पर दो चीजें डिफाइन होती हैं, one is lone pair and one is bond pair. Bond pair which is involved in the bonding, lone pair which is not involved in the bonding. So one lone pair this side, this is one lone pair and this is another lone pair. This side oxygen, this is one lone pair, this is another lone pair. And if you make the circle, then this circle has 8 electron in the outermost shell, and this circle also has 8 electron in the outermost shell. And since there is a sharing of 4 electron, we can show like this also: O double bond O, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So this is the formation of the double covalent bond. Now we will study the formation of triple covalent bond, and the best example of the triple covalent bond, and that is N2 molecule. This is N2 molecule, nitrogen. N2. Nitrogen has the atomic number 7 and has the configuration 2 and 5. So this is the one nitrogen and this is the another nitrogen. And how many valence electron? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each nitrogen needs a current of 3 more electron to complete its octet. So what does it do? This nitrogen takes the current of these 3 electron from this nitrogen, and this nitrogen takes the current of these 3 electrons from another nitrogen. And in each circle, if you see count the number of electrons in this circle, and you will say that 8 electrons are there. Now you count the total number of electrons in this circle, then also you will count and you will say 8. And in the center, these 3 pairs of electron, they are called shared pair of electron, and since there is a sharing of 6 electron or 3 pair of electron, so that is why we can say that it forms triple bond. So wherever there is a sharing of 6 electron or 3 pair of electron, that is called triple covalent bond. So nitrogen forms triple covalent bond, and these all the 6 electron we can show exactly at the center, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and this pair of electron, that is called lone pair of electron. This pair of electron, that is also called lone pair of electron. Now I show the circle, one circle, 8 electron, another circle, 8 electrons, like that, and sharing of 6 electron or 3 pair of electron, that we show by triple bond. So N, triple bond, N. So like this, the single covalent bond, double covalent bond and the triple covalent bonds are formed in the different types of molecule. Remember, single covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 2 electron or 1 pair of electron. Double covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 4 electrons or 2 pairs of electron, and the triple covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 6 electrons or 3 pair of electron. Those electron pairs which are involved in the bonding, they are called bond pair of electron or shared pair of electron, and that pair of electron which is not involved in the bonding, that is called non-bonded pair of electron or lone pair of electron, LONE, lone pair of electron. Now some other examples of covalent molecules. First one is water molecule, second one is ammonia molecule, and third one is methane molecule. So methane I have explained you just now. The 2 examples I will explain you, that is water and ammonia. See the water, and the chemical formula of water is H2O. See, the adjustment and arrangement of the atoms in water molecule, that is like this: hydrogen, oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen remains at the center, and both the hydrogen, they are on the left hand side and right hand side. If you will not adjust the atom this way, then you cannot make the structure of water molecules. Oxygen, total valence electron 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hydrogen, valence electron 1 and 1. Now you see how the hydrogen completes its duplet by sharing with 1 electron with oxygen. This hydrogen takes the current of 1 electron from this oxygen, and this hydrogen also takes the current of 1 electron from this oxygen, and both the hydrogen, they complete their duplet. Now it's a sharing rule. If oxygen is giving 2 electron to 2 hydrogen for sharing, then oxygen in turn, it will share with the 2 electrons from 2 hydrogen. So now this oxygen also takes the current of these 2 electrons from 2 hydrogens. This is the one shared pair of electron, and this is the another shared pair of electron. So H, single bond, O, single bond, H, and in the oxygen 1 pair of electron here and 1 pair of electron here. So that is the complete electronic structure of water molecule. And now we will study the structure of ammonia molecule. Ammonia is NH3, and in NH3 nitrogens remain at the center, and all the 3 hydrogen, they are adjusted in this way. Nitrogen has 5 valence electron, so 1 2 3 4 5, and hydrogen that has only one electron in the outermost shell. Now, how the hydrogen completes its octet? By sharing with one electron from nitrogen, one from this side, this hydrogen from this side, and this hydrogen from this side. All the three hydrogen, they complete their duplet. And how the nitrogen completes its octet? The sharing rule. Nitrogen has given 3 electron for sharing, so nitrogen in turn will take 3 electron from 3 hydrogen for sharing. This way. And if you count the total number of electron in the nitrogen circle, then you will get 8. And this is the electronic structure of NH3 molecule. This is one single bond, this is another single bond, and this is the third single bond. We show this way: H single bond, N single bond, H single bond, H, and this pair of electron, that is called non-bonded pair of electron or lone pair of electron, that remains at the nitrogen as it is. So this is the complete electronic structure of ammonia molecule.